Hello friends, so today in this video we will be discussing the third problem from the latest Codeforces round 712, problem name balance the bits. So let's start. The problem statement in simple terms states that you are given a binary string of a form of 0 and 1, and then you have to form two balanced bracket sequences. But you have to form these bracket sequences in such a manner such that if s of I, like you are given a string of s, and if s of I is 1, then both the ai and bith character of the bracket sequence should be same, else they should be different. What I mean by this is, let's assume that you are given this as a string. Okay, so now the first character is like, this is the s string. Now it means that you have to form a valid bracket sequence of length 6 only, such that the first character, like because the first character in the string s is 1, which means that the first character of both of these strings should be in the same orientation, like they should be the same bracket. They should be same bracket. But if it is 0, they should be different brackets. I hope you get the point. So if it is 1, then again they are same brackets. If they are 1, like they are both closing brackets. 1, they are closing brackets. So you can also read the problem statement and the example, and you get some hint that okay, if they are ones, like first they are, for the first two ones they are same opening, and then the last two ones they are closing. And for the zeros, they have to be first open. Like 0 means that both of the brackets should be different. If one's open, then the other should be closed. Okay, so that's the whole problem. Now you have to form that whether you can form out such two bracket sequences which are balanced. Balance means that the total number of open and the close should be same, and also like they should be in a proper order. Okay, a bracket sequence which is closed should not be occurring before a bracket should be in which is opening. Okay, they should match also. So now what I mean by this is, like, can you form out a valid balanced bracket sequences using this s string or not? If you can form two valid balanced sequences, then the answer is yes, print out those sequences, else the answer is impossible or no. Now the first thing which I come to my mind is, okay, like there are two cases. Like for si, they have two cases, whether I can make it an open sequence in both the strings or else a closing sequence. Okay, the first thing here is, okay, if s, the length of s, it is not said that the s length is even or odd, but if the s length, the length of the string s, is odd, then how can we form a valid sequence? Then the answer is obviously no. So the answer is false. Else, if the bracket sequence length, s length, is odd. But if you dig down deep, what you can see here is, like if there is a 1, it give me two strings, like two brackets which are same, like they both brackets should be like this, or the both brackets like this. But if it is 0, they should be difficult, like different. If one string has this bracket, the other should have been like this bracket. Okay, so like both the brackets should be like this, or both the brackets should be like this. Or if it is 0, both the bracket should be like this, or the other bracket can be like this. These are the valid cases. But now what you can observe in this case is, like the number of ones, if there are number of ones like this which are odd in the string, then there are some open brackets and some closing brackets also. Okay, now what you can think here is, because the strings should be same, like the string should be same, like the opening and the closing bracket should be same now, because it should be balanced. So the opening brackets and the closing bracket should be same. Now if they want to be same, then what will happen here is, if I have some number of ones, let's assume that I have 3 ones, and I make like 2 of them open like this, and then 1 closing. Now what you can observe in this problem is, I again want a 1 only, then only I can make this a balanced one. Okay, because like both of them are same. But if let's assume that I have 1 0, then it is conflicting. So it means that individually, but now if I have 2 zeros, let's assume that I have 2 zeros like this, I can make one bracket sequence like this, and one like this, but this is not valid also. Why this is not becoming valid? Because see, 0 cannot be in the last place. That comes to my mind in the, like when I was drawing out some test cases, that 0 should not be in the last, or also 0 should not be in the first position, because if 0 is in the last or in the first, then one character is opening and one character is closing. So if it is like 0 1 1 1, then first character should be different. So the first character in one string is opening and one other string is closing. But if the first character is closing, then obviously this will not form a valid string. So this is one condition also, that like both of the strings should not have zeros in the end or the front. Okay, so let's assume that I have this string which is like 1 1, okay, 0 0 1 1. Then what I can do here is, if I can draw two opening brackets like this for the, because I've seen that in this example for the 4 ones they have taken, like the first starting ones they have taken open brackets, and for the last ones they have taken closed brackets. So we'll do the same thing. But for like these, I will make like this, and for this the second one, like I'll make one opening, one closing, and I'll do the opposite thing, one closing, one opening. And as you can see, it is actually become a balanced one, because like this, 3 openings, 3 closing, 1 opening, like 1 opening closing, opening closing, opening closing, like closing. So I hope you understand, like there is some pattern which is emerging out, that individually ones and zeros, you can count the number of ones and the number of zeros, and they should be even. I hope you get the point, because drawing out some odd cases is not actually giving me proper answer. So it means that the number of ones and number of zeros should be even as an individual count, and the 0 cannot be in the front and the last. Okay, now if now I have some string which has even number of ones and even number of zeros. So now what I can do here is, if I have some even number of ones and even number of zeros, if they can be solved individually out. So if I have some ones which is like this, 6 ones, then for the first 3 ones I should be opening, and then the last 3 ones I should be closing, because these ones will eventually balance out itself. Okay, but now if I have some zeros, the zeros should not be in the end, there should be some ones. So let's assume that there is 1 1 in the end, but now they have 4 zeros in the middle, which is like the count of zeros and 1 should be even. But now what I'll do, I will open the first bracket, the closing bracket, because the ones should balance out each other, and for the zeros they should also balance out each other. But the zeros and 1 should be like, as you can see, if I have some ones, okay, as you can see, the number of ones and zeros are even, the continuous ones should be opening, and then there should be closing ones. But zeros, they should be alternative like this. Alternative means that the first 0 should be like 0 opening closing, and then the other 0 should be closing opening. The other 0 should be open close, the other 0 should be closing open. So that's why, as you can see, this should be forming a valid sequence. So it's some type of a constructive problem. Constructive problems always define out to write some test cases, and that's why I write some test cases, and then it just pop out on my mind that and also I just saw these test cases. The test cases are pretty good to understand, to get out some crux out what to do. Okay, so that's what I've done in the problem statement. I'll take you to the code part now. You can watch this code in the description. Take the input of S and N, make 2 empty strings, count the number of zeros and ones in the whole string. Then these are the possible conditions. If the number of zeros or number of ones are odd, then it become no, or the start or the end of the string is 0, the character is 0, then the answer is no. These 4 conditions will lead down to a problem in which the answer is no. Else, I'll iterate of the whole string, and then whenever I found out a 1, like whenever I found out that si equal to 1, then I have, for the 1 part, I have 2 options. The first option is like if the number of strings, like number of ones is, let's assume 6, and for the first 3 characters, for the first 3 ones I have to make them open, and for the other 3s I have to make them close. You can also do that, but what I can do here is, if I have 6 ones, like it means that after 3, like I will subtract out 2 in every chance from 1. Like it means that, because if I'm subtracting out 2, it will turn out to be 0 in just 3 chances. Okay, so it just means that what you can also do here is just like divide out this string, okay, or like subtract out 2 in every chance. So what I'm doing here is, if there is some 1 which is available, then put both of them opening, A and B should be opening, and then subtract out 2 from 1, just total the count of ones. So it's subtracted by 2, which means that like in half of the chance it becomes 0. So when it becomes 0, then we use closing ones. You can also use that factor, which means that you know the count of 1. So whenever you see a 1, you will keep on incrementing or just making both the brackets of like opening brackets whenever you go till the half value, and then you'll start making closing brackets. But if you find out SI equal to 0, then I have 2 options, whether I can make opening closing or closing opening. And because you know that they always should be even, so if they're even, the first option is to make the first one open and the second one closing, and in the next chance, the next 0, it should be like the other one should be opening and the next one should be closing. So it is just alternating, so that I just subtract out 0. So it's like making a counter value. Okay, you just make a counter value, which means that for the first chance of 0, make the first one open, second one close, and second chance of the 0, make the first one close, second one open, and so on. So it's just like alternating form. So I've used this in zeros and one form. In the end, you just use out yes and print out the A and B string. I hope you understand the logic and the code for this problem. If you still have any doubts, you can mention in the comment box. I'll see you next one. Till then, good coding and bye.